up, and welcome to Let's Talk Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Monday, June 13th, 2022. On deck for today's show, Coach Mike looks at how John Penisini return affects the defensive line. I asked the question, is Brad Holmes a top 10 GM? An NFL analyst thinks so. And LL talks about the rumor going around that the Lions may be targeting a former NFL MVP quarterback to add to the roster. But before we get to all that, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Y'all know him, man. He's Big Guapo from the Yak. It's my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's up, my dude?
Well, Prowl Nation, and good morning.
Man, and y'all know the phone number is 281-330-8004. Call who up on the low?
Yes, Mike Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Hey, let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
Hey, welcome back to the show, people. Now, you know I got to bring in the resident expert, the defensive line coach, about a key member of the defensive line just retiring over the weekend. What you got, Coach Jones?
This blew my mind, man. But you know what? The guy hasn't been at camp. He hasn't been like to any OTAs or nothing like that, man. And just out the blue, John Penisini retires from the NFL. I was wondering, where this guy been at, and they actually said he was excused from the OTAs before, or you know what I'm saying, but I'm still like, man, the whole team there except for Penicini. So I'm like, it must be a real major something going on with his family or his personal life. And it's just it's a surprise to me, man. It makes me sad. It makes me sad because I believe that John Penisini was one of those diamonds in the rough that was founded actually by Bob Quinn in the draft. He's a guy who can hold his own, and he's perfect. He's a perfect fit. He's a run stopper for the Lions, and he actually has starter potential on that line. But the thing that really kind of shocks me and really takes effect is, like, I know people are, Penicini, people could wipe it off, but we really don't have another nose tackle one technique besides Elaine McNeil. We have a bunch of guys who can play 7 tech, 5 tech, 3 tech, but we don't have a true one or nose or a guy that can be shaded on the center that can play inside and can take that, because it takes a different type of animal, a different type of beast to play that nose tackle, to play that one, to be shaded on the center, then to play inside of the guard. That takes a whole nother animal. You can be a little athletic or a little just strong and get away with that on the 5 tech, or get away with that on the 7 tech, or maybe even play a little bit of 3 tech, you know what I'm saying, with a guy blitzing and kind of take that off of you a little bit. But when you in the inside, when you know you're gonna command that double team from the center and the guard, or you know that center guard, maybe even that fullback ball that come at you and chip you, that's a lot. And Penicini was immovable. He was a dude who, he might not have did a whole lot, but he required at least 2 guys, maybe even a third, to put attention on him. And that right there is that's Brad Holmes is very good. He's very good at finding people. So I'm sure, it's still early on. The Lions are they're gonna have that cap room, so they could find somebody to come in. But I just think Penicini was the perfect fit for the backup one tech, man. And I'm just sad to see him go. hopefully, you know, whatever is going on in his life, maybe something with his family will get handled and maybe he'll come back, man. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. But you know, Penicini, man, shouts out to you, man. But what y'all think about this?
Yeah, man, that's sudden retire to answer the one question for me. Who will be the odd man out and for the defensive line? Because that was one of the things that we were talking about, like who is going to not be in Detroit. And that answered that question. I think, like you said, Coach Jones, it's a bigger than what people think it is. Like the dude ate up space like McNeil in that middle. He plays that run well. Jay Sean Cornell is one name floated by Alex Reno, a product of Detroit, that could benefit from that open roster spot. Josh Pascal, the rookie from Kentucky, Levi Onwuzurike, Bruce Hector could move to play inside. However, you know, I got that concern, brother. Like Mo Jones said, the lack of size of these players. John Penisini weighed around 340 pounds. The average guys of the average weight of the guys I listed are around 295. You know, they average between like 297, 294, 296. So their average rate is around 295. Now, there is not another defensive lineman on the roster over 300 pounds besides Aleem McNeil with Penicini's departure, man. Like you said, it's time for Brad Holmes to call Tyrone and find a replacement for the big fella, because we need another player in the middle. What you got, LL?
Well, I say this facetiously, of course, but this is a perfect opportunity, or gives us a perfect reason to drum up a trade for Aaron Donald or somebody like that. You know, just somebody out there who we probably won't be able to get, who people just start talking about, go out and trade for. I say it facetiously, don't look at me like that, Coach Mike. But no, man. Number one, just you know, thank you for your time, man. I can understand it, I guess. We've seen it before. The name that sticks out as far as early retirement, and I know John Penisini is not this level of player, nor did he play this long of time. But I just think about players like Patrick Willis. It was just one summer day he just didn't want to play football no more. At least he announced his retirement from football. So these guys, they know that this is a dangerous sport. They understand the things that are actually happening to their body. We are seeing this more and more and more often. So I think we just add another name to that list. He just, you know, he found, I guess, other things to do at his time. So thank you for your time. I wish he would have, you know, stayed around. Like you guys say, his presence is going to be missed. We understand the role that he could play in this defense. I was just saying it last week. If we end up cutting him loose, he's going to find a place like Baltimore or somewhere. He'll end up lining up on somebody's nose, because that's just how a valuable commodity a player like John Penisini is. So, you know, just thank you for your time here in Detroit, man. Peace and blessings and much success in whatever you choose to do after this.
Yeah, man. Like, but you see this happening more and more on a league, where you see people, young fellas, just kind of just walking away from the game, saying like, "Hey, I'm done. You know, I want to have all my faculties." You see, and I wonder. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case. I wonder if it's something like people seeing the CTE reports and stuff like that. They want to have all their faculties when they, you know, go about life. Now, I know the NFL is, you know, getting, you know, new helmets out there, and, you know, just new technology to help, you know, with the concussions, but still people are looking at my quality of life after I'm done playing football. And I'm not saying that that's the case, but maybe that may be the reason why he's looking at his quality of life after he's done. He's a young man. He's only 25 years old. So, you know, best of luck to him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, and unlike most of the players that lead the Lions, when you see me in the street, you can holler at me.
No, but you know what, Curt, man, I don't even want to open this can of worms up, but it has to be, just because this is a discussion, this is a show, this, you know, that's what we do. Could it be he's happy with the amount of money that he made? You know what I'm saying? Because he's from Samoa, so, you know, is he happy? Is that number that he reaches at suffice him? And he's like, you know, because a lot of guys that people don't want to hear, but a lot of guys just want to get financially straight and get the heck on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
true.
I don't know if I don't have worms and say Penicini did, but it could be a possibility.
Yeah, it could be. I feel you on that one, man. Hey, I know what to do. If y'all like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. We're on that march to 4K, man. So go ahead and do us a favor. Get on this bus, Gus. Get on this train, Wayne. Get on this ride, Clyde, and help us with this march to 4,000 that we're doing, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Man, you're right there. If you keep coming back and you haven't done so already, what you waiting on, man? Like I tell you all the time, it's free. It's free. If you need more free, it's free 99 and 50 free cent. Man, family discussion topic for today. How do the Lions replace Penicini? Let us know in the comments down below what you think they're going to do. You know how we do it. Or you can just leave a comment about the show in the comment section of the video. We know you're going to live chat during the premiere, but just go ahead and leave us a comment in the comment section. You know how we do. We pick 6 of those things to go on the next show because we want to know what you think about what's going on with the Detroit Lions or just the show in general. Now, man, here we go. Is it too soon for Brad Holmes to be considered a top 10 GM? Man, I saw this weekend, like my man Coach Jones be saying, man, I was like taken aback by this. NFL analyst Nate Tice from The Athletic, along with Robert Mays, were listing the GMs they would want to start a team with from scratch. Now, this list isn't like a ranking like what they're doing right now, but it's like I got a list of guys I want to start. I want to start a team from scratch. Everybody's a free agent, and number 10 on Nate Tice's list was Holmes. The reason being because of the Holmes aggressive trade to get Jameson Williams, the way he has bolstered the offensive defensive line over the past 2 seasons, the diamond in the roughs he found like Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then one thing that worked in his favor as far as getting on this list is his relationship with Dan Campbell. Holmes and Campbell are in tune of what the need of the teams are. The teamwork with the head coach has always been a desirable trait in a GM. You look at all the time, most of the times that you have a successful team, the GM and the coach are on the same accord. But with all that being said, I still think the dude has some room to grow as a GM before I consider him a top 10. And the reason being is that the Lions need to have success on the field. I like the moves that he's doing. I'm not in love with all of them, but I like them for the most part. The Lions got to start winning before I can give him a top 10 now. What do you guys think about Nate Tice saying that he's a top 10 GM right now?
Yeah, I'm with you, Curt. There's a difference between being a top 10 GM and knowing how to build a franchise or build a roster. Because the top 10 GM is what you do after you build that roster. You know what I'm saying? The moves you make after to put you in the playoffs, to put you in Super Bowl contention, how you handle those contract situations and things like that. Once people get to that, want to get paid. So once these draft picks that he's picked all have success, now how do you keep them signed? Like who you let go? I think that's what makes him a top 10 GM. I think he's doing the beginning part. He's definitely like if like him building a franchise or building a roster, it's just a little bit different of a lane than being a top 10 GM. He definitely, I would like for him to build my team too. Like I would definitely take him top 10 if you want to start a team from scratch and rebuild. But as being a top 10 GM overall, not quite yet, but he could be on his way.
Personally, I like it. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to rank GMs, but or how they rank GMs or however it goes. But I like it, man. Give him his recognition, even if it is too early. I think maybe it is too early, but I see the vision. I see what they're talking about. They're just looking at what he's done so far, and maybe that just goes to show exactly, how far we've came. Maybe we were way worse far off than what we've been. And just this is good enough to get people to talking as we see that they are. So, shout out to Brad Holmes, man. Good luck or good deal with the potential top 10 ranking. I'm not so sure if, I don't know where to rank them, and I don't know if it's too early. Maybe it is too early, but I like it, man. Let's see. What if he wakes up and see that headline and he like, you know what? I'm looking to be the best GM, which he probably already is. I don't think the article will make him change his career path. But what if, and we get the best out of this just because of the thinking it now, that Brad Holmes is a top 10 GM. We already got the Ozzie Newsome comparison and things like that. I happen to love that. But yeah, man, let's see. Great ranking, Brad Holmes.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Let's pay some bills, man. If you want to get yourself some Lions gear, because you know I'll be rocking some Lions gear all day long. You can see the Disney Star Wars shirt with Darth Vader on that thing, and I got on that fresh new. Y'all see the camo, baby. 2022 Detroit Lions training camp hat, man. You can go over to thefanatics.com and get yourself some Lions gear. Go ahead, click the link in the description below. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this show. If you want to get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear, because you know that's who helped us bring this show to you, go over to lnushop.com, man. Get yourself some gear over there. It's a whole bunch of stuff over there, man. You got hats, you got shirts, you got cups, you got all kind of, even got the winter gear. Like my man said, get you a baklava, you know what I'm saying? That big old hood, you know what I'm saying? You can probably get it for the low right now because it's the summertime, but go ahead. Michigan only had about two months of summer anyway. It started getting cold real quick up there. So go ahead, get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at Detroit Lions on the ProwlShop.com, and go ahead and get yourself some Prowl Nation gear. We're in the process of going ahead and putting that gear over there on LNU Shop as well. So stay tuned for that. Like I've told you this before, it is going to come soon. I got a meeting to set up, so we're going to get that thing straightened out to get that gear to you over there on LNUshop.com. Speaking of LNU, go ahead and download that app, man. If you want to hang out with us behind the scenes, just chill out with us, especially during the season when we're getting that game chat. Go over and download the LNU app. You can get it in the Google, Apple, or Android store, or you can just go to lnu.com, LionsNationUnite.com, and check it out, man. It is your one-stop shop, the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. If you want to hang out with us behind the scenes, man, go and check out our social media pages, man. The links are on the screen right now. You can check us out, man. It's summertime, and it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So if you want to enjoy your summer, go on over to LL's Instagram page, man, and enjoy the summer, because he definitely makes it an enjoyable summer over there on his Instagram page. Now, speaking of my man, LL Cool Torrance, man, y'all know who he is, man. He is our Rick Ross without the wing stop. Go ahead and tell us what's going on with your news and rumors for the day.
Well, thank you for that illustrious intro, Curt. We just got done speaking about, is Brad Holmes a top 10 GM? So I only bring him up because I think that this is the reason why he's a top 10 GM. I think, sprinkling little nuggets out here, I think he's the source behind this article here. And it's all to drum up a fire up under y'all's friend behind. And this article is asking, could the Detroit Lions, could we pursue Lamar Jackson? In this article, they go on to speak about how he's operating with no agent. And they just talk about, the current situation. He may be wanting a fully guaranteed or a contract on par with some of the other quarterbacks that we've seen recently. Number one being Deshaun Watson, but quarterbacks like Dak Prescott and like Patrick Mahomes, things like that. This guy's getting paid, and he is a former MVP. He has, I guess, the requirements to get that exuberant contract, but they're stating, what if Baltimore doesn't want to pay him? What if, Lamar Jackson goes into this season without a new contract, Baltimore doesn't necessarily make it to the mountaintop, and the Lions maybe win 7, 8, 9 games? We start looking like a desirable destination type of a thing. And they just asked, should we pursue Lamar Jackson? And Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk laid out 3 potential explanations for the situation with Lamar Jackson. And it says he could want out of Baltimore. Number 2, he wants the Ravens to offer him a market-selling contract without the burden of negotiation. And number 3, he doesn't know what he wants. Overall, they don't think that it's the last one. They don't necessarily think he doesn't know what he wants. And at the end of the article, they say all of this nice stuff to say that the chances of the Lions signing Lamar Jackson is about 5% or less. So basically, it's just I guess a pipe dream, whatever you want to call this. But I guess in more serious consideration, more serious thoughts, could the Lions possibly pursue Lamar Jackson? And should we potentially pursue Lamar Jackson? What do you guys think?
Man, I don't know. I don't think the Lions are in a place to go after Lamar Jackson as far as cap wise. You look at all the money we still have to clean up with the dead cap space and contracts we have out there right now, you still got, the deals that we even signed that we got to make sure that we're getting straight with the cap, because we got in cap hell with Bob Quinn and those guys, and we're still kind of cleaning that mess up. Because, like you said, man, Lamar Jackson is a significant upgrade over Jared Goff. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is always the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like was that? Ain't that the truth, Rue? It would have been exciting offense with Jameson Williams and Swift and St. Brown and Hawkinson. That would be a man. That would be woo. That's like you said, a track meet. Now that contract though will be around $250 million. It'd probably be almost fully guaranteed. Like you said, they'd be sort of similar to Deshaun Watson's deal in Cleveland. I know Holmes could be aggressive in the draft, but he hasn't made a trade like that or a free agent deal bringing in top talent. He sent better talent out to LA in that Stafford Goff trade, but he hasn't made a deal like that to bring a top 10 talent in. But I'm not saying he's not capable of that, but yeah, this is that wing and a prayer type of scenario. I don't think it happens, but hell, it would be an attractive man. The up and down the field that the Lions could do with bringing in a guy like Lamar Jackson would be ridiculous.
Yeah. Come here for a second. Make that trade, Brad. Look, man, if we sign Lamar Jackson, and you know what, man, the hell with the cap. Like we got a whole bunch of rookies. I trust Brad Holmes, draft whoever. I don't care. We have a whole team full of rookies and first and second year players, and we got Lamar Jackson. That's just the way it's gonna go. Man, Lamar, like just imagine that track meet, DJ Chark, Jameson Williams, Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Swift, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Man, we going to the Super Bowl, bro. Lamar Jackson has single-handedly carried the Baltimore Ravens. They ain't had no weapons on the outside besides Hollywood Brown. And he's like a disappears for 2 weeks and then he'll pop up and then he'll disappear for 2 more weeks and he'll pop up. I know because I had him in fantasy, so I know what I'm talking about. I took that fantasy bait. So yeah, man. But then come on, man, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Jared Goff. I know I've been on your bandwagon, bro. I know I have been, but you got to go, player.
For Lamar Jackson,
I think I don't know. I think that if he were to let's say want out of Baltimore, I think that outside of the whole historically winning thing, I think that this should be a desirable. I think this should be a place that he should want to get to. Like you guys alluded to, we got all the weapons. We got one of the better offensive lines that he's projected to be. Defense side of the ball is still a lot to be desired. So that'll be a much different than Baltimore. So and that's one of the things that kind of builds into him in Baltimore is whatever shortcomings they may have on offense, they kind of can cover that up. On defense, I don't think that we're there yet. I think that we could definitely get there though, and it wouldn't take us that long to get there. I got much faith in our defensive side of football and AG. But like I said, I think that this should be a place that maybe he should want to be. I don't know if he'll, I don't know if we ever get that far as to that being a real possibility. And you already know, I'm just waiting for the moment to say goodbye to y'all's friend. But that would be a good night.
I think about his ass too.
For Lamar Jackson, I would tell him when you see me in the street, don't say nothing. But the person who would probably benefit the most, even they determine the outside guys, Lamar Jackson loves his tight ends, and we see where he feeds Mark Andrews in Baltimore. Man, TJ Hockenson will be eating. Oh man, the spoon in the bowl wouldn't be big enough for him to eat, boy.
And we probably wouldn't have to ask, what is going on? Does Lamar Jackson hate TJ Hockenson?
Yeah.
We will be thinking the exact opposite.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, but you know what that does? Remember, the defense really would benefit from that because remember the 2016 Dallas Cowboys, Dak and Zeke's rookie year, they didn't have no stars on that defense. And that was a top 10 defense because they were able to hold the ball on offense and they limited their defense's time on the field. I think they would have that same benefit.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know how it goes, man. If you like this video, comment on the video, share the video, like the video. Man, just do a whole bunch of things with this video. Get it out to your friends, man. Go ahead, put it on your TikTok, Instagram, put links everywhere to this video, man, because we want this content to go out to more Lions fans just like yourself. Man, now it's time for us to do my favorite thing. What is that, Curt? Zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show that we did. It's time for the comment cards, baby. First up, we got my cuz Richard Steele. Nah, we ain't really cuz, but you know, Herman Moore belongs in the NFL Hall of Fame. You know what? I think you're right with that. And the reason I think he gets kind of covered up with all the receivers he played in that era that played with him, you know, Chris Carter and all those cats like that. But if you look at his numbers, he had comparable numbers to these guys where he had the all-pro seasons. He had the pro all-pro selections and things of that nature. That dude put up some great numbers as a wide receiver in that era. But I think with the success of the other players in that era, he gets kind of bottled up in that. But he's nominated for the college one. Hopefully we can get him in that gold jackets sometime soon.
I can see it. I can see it happening. Mike and Chris, friends of the show, Mike and Chris G says, number one, we need a veteran quarterback as Goff's backup. Boyle can't do it. Blau tries hard, but our linebackers scare no one. I'm hoping Barnes and Rodriguez grow quickly. Yeah, I got a little bit of faith in our young linebackers, man. I'm just waiting to see them on the field. Thanks for the comment.
Right on. Edmond Washington. I might be butchering that a little bit, but you know. We always talk about overpaying for talent. Our O-line is so solid, we're only offering minimum wage. Actually, I'm not trying to get into you a little bit, but you know, we did pay Frank Ragnow. We did pay Taylor Decker. Penei Sewell, the first round draft pick. You know, Vitae came in off of Bob Quinn on that big contract. But the backups are all guys that, rookies and stuff like that we signed. But that line getting broke off. You know what I'm saying? That line getting broke off, man. So yeah, man. But if you're talking about the backups, yeah, the backups are definitely guys that we hand picked out the draft and things like that. But that line,
yeah, Frank,
bro.
Big Bang Frank got paid a couple years ago, man.
I think he might mean like our offensive line is so good that like skill players, we could just we can bring in different guys at minimum wage. Maybe that's how I took it. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I think that's the way he wrote. I think it's right. All right. Zeke Ayer said Brad Holmes is a genius. Well, hey, I hope he is. Goff plays well and guys stay healthy. Lions win some games. Goff get injured, then the season spirals under Boyle or Blau, and we get a top draft pick. Smart man. I don't like that last part, but but I do want Goff to stay healthy and play well. I want to win games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a stickler having the top 10 pick because you can find talent in the draft outside the top 10. And we have 2 first round picks again next year. So yeah.
I see what he's saying though. Like I guess we in a good position either way. Like if Goff plays
I feel what he's saying.
Then we go on. And if we don't, whatever, then we have a good enough pick to get a better quarterback or however, maybe. I don't know. But Sean Owen says, we're going to be dangerous. Nice, short, sweet, and I agree.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully so. King SJ says, your podcast fell on my B-Day this year. That's cool. Happy birthday, man. Definitely agree about Hawk. Yeah, right on. Definitely agree about Hawk being in the make or break year. Or break year. Okay, break from Cleveland could make it a pain. I'm not even understanding what he's saying.
Okay. No, what he said. He's saying that the contract that Njoku got from Cleveland makes it a pain in the ass for the Lions.
Oh, Okay. I got you.
When
Right
negotiating
on,
that next contract for Hawkinson, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, Hawkinson. Yeah, I mean, Hawkinson just gotta stay healthy, man. That's his biggest thing is just staying healthy to let his numbers go through a whole 17 games instead of like 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the projections of what he would be if he had those consistent numbers, but them projections don't get you that paper, dog.
Yeah, I mean, think the only year he played the whole season, he got, he was a monster and made the Pro Bowl. So, so we can definitely get him healthy, man. Hey,
tell y'all friends, stall him out, and throw him some catchable balls, so he ain't gotta be hopping up and worry about people ripping his legs apart.
Yeah, definitely, man. Go ahead, like I said, man, we said before, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. What you waiting on, man? It's free. It's free. It's $3.99 and 50 cents. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Man, that is the comment cards for today's show. Now it's time for what my man LL calls everybody else's favorite segment of the show. It is called Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Tasty treats for you, man, for you on game day or whatever day. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. Delightful Bites. Go over to our Facebook page, links in the description. If you don't do the Facebook thing, you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com. If you just want to go ahead and drool all over your keyboard, your tablet, your phone, go over and check out our Instagram or TikTok and just see those roll that beautiful dessert footage like they do on the Bush's Baked Beans. But it is time for the thing, and it's Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's been getting some love, man. He gave him some praise from his players. They saying some good things about him. Khalif Raymond said back in March, he's a great mind. So excited to know what he can do. But I'm excited to work with him and to see what he can do more of, because he's a great coach. So excited, man. This is a great mind right there. Monroe St. Brown says, I love him. I think he's one of the better coaches I've ever been around. I'm super excited for him to be the offensive coordinator. Frank Ragnow almost gave him damn too much praise. He called him the head coach by mistake. Now, Ben Johnson needs to show, he needs to show why he's getting praise from the players. Now, I will say this about Ben Johnson. People are kind of on the low. He's been getting some love from some of the executives around the league. People are trying to say they were trying to get him out of Detroit. They were trying to kind of poach him out of Detroit last year, and he wanted to stay loyal, and he wanted to see what it was to be under Dan Campbell. So he needs to have some success on the field this season to show why he's getting this praise from these NFL executives and these players. So go ahead, Ben Johnson, do what you do. I like what he did last year, coming in, taking over the passing game. I've always said it. His route concepts are ridiculous. He can get players open. And if we continue that in the passing game this year and that run game, to being the offensive play caller, you are going to earn that praise, young fella. That's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Now it's time to go ahead and take that walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up, we got Crystal Wiley, Bubba Bo. You got Brian Stover, friend of the show. My man Q or David Addison, depending on the day of the week. Shane the Insano, by Doug Prince 72, and Mr. Rob Business himself over there on the bronze members. Silver members, we got my man Jason Porter's Cap Ice Cold, John Martin, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes and all that. Henry Wallace, Shannon Peck, and Go Lions. In our gold members, we got my man, Mr. Reliable Michael Huck himself. The tornadoes always blowing through. Turner C. Burley in the building. Man, you got Randall Flag 606. Paul Jarose be hanging out in that doggone Wednesday gold members meeting, man. That's a good fella right there. You got Just and the D. My man be out there trucking on the road north in Ken and the doctor. Dr. Detroit, he is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Now it is time for final thoughts for today's show. My man, my mellow, and I know he gets on the mic because he knows he eats jello. My man, LL Cool Tones, what you got for final thoughts for today?
Again, how Curt always says, ladies, send plates or whatever it is. Send me some jello. Y'all ladies really like it. Send me some jello. I love jello. But just real quick, final thoughts on today. I meant to say it last week too, but shout out to my man Smoking Jeremy B. I was on me and Coach Mike, matter of fact, was on this show Friday, had a good time. Thank you for having us out. Make sure y'all check out my guy Smoking Jeremy B on Facebook. I think it's on YouTube as well. But Monday, start of the week, no better way to start it out, just being kind, watch what you're doing. Have a great week.
Right on. I got a little bit of story to tell y'all, man. God works in mysterious ways. Okay. So Tuesday, I went to get in my car. Actually, it was Wednesday, right after the show. I get ready to go for work, go to work, and I had a flat tire. And it was so flat, it was like off the rim. And I'm like, what is going on? This was like, I drove here and it was fine. So I ended up having to put on the spare. And I'm like, okay, I had planned on going to Pontiac on Saturday, but I ended up going to Holly first to like the Seven Lakes, and then I went back to Rochester Hills. And on my way back to Rochester Hills, I'm with my brothers. The Jones brothers hung out. My one brother, my little brother, he's 21, and then my other brother is 30. So we all hung out this weekend, man. And I'm like, I'm about to stop by the store, man. Do y'all want anything? And my one brother, he a big dude. My one brother, he's 6'2", he about 330. He like, yeah, man. Give me a Gatorade and give me some Reese's. It's like 10 o'clock at night. He don't have no chill. So I go in the store, right? And there's a guy, he's kind of, drunk, you know what I'm saying, like that. And I ain't paying attention, so I go get the Gatorade. He walked out the store. I look around and get a couple things to get the Reese's. Now, take you back to when I had that flat tire. I went to Discount Tire. They checked the tread on my tires and said the back tires was at 6s, but one of the back ones is the one that went flat. So I had to get that changed. And the two fronts, I didn't even realize was at a 2 on tread. So I ended up getting 4 brand new tires, $530, right? Fast forward the next day, I go to grab the Reese's. It's a knot of $100 bills. Top of the Reese's. Yes. So I'm looking. I didn't even see it, right? So I'm like, what? So I didn't even know if I wanted to buy the stuff. I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I'm like, so I ain't gonna lie. I grabbed some Douce, you know what I'm saying? And because I'm cognac brother. So I grabbed the Douce, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, man. And then I head out the store. I didn't even count the money or nothing. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? I go back to the car and I didn't even put on my seatbelt. I gotta get the hell out of here. So I get to the light and I look and I'm like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, $800 was laying on top of the Reese's that my brother wanted me to get. I wouldn't even have seen it if my brother didn't ask for the Reese's, because it's on the little shelf, and it's in a place where you don't really look. Man, thank the Lord. Y'all know y'all like, that ain't got it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So he worked in mysterious ways. I came up on an $800 lick after I was like, man, I got to spend $530 on these 4 new tires. Hey.
I want to say one thing.
What up, though?
I want to say one thing. Lord, you already know. Me and Lord got how we do. So ain't no taking the credit away. So all praise due to the Most High. But you ain't thank your brother. Hey, your brother.
Yeah, I did. I gave him $100 when I got back in the car.
I'm talking about on the show. You didn't say thanks, brother.
Oh yeah. Hey, Dominique, good look, man. I gave Dominique $100 too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man. Sometimes you come up with people get caught slipping. So
right.
Hey, life happens, man. Hey, with all that being said, man, it's Monday, man. You know what I'm saying? The grind starts today. Thank you for hanging out with us, chilling out with your lunch break with us right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, man. Hey, do us a favor, man. You know just how it is, Curt Steele, man. That grind may get hard today and it may get a little overwhelming. Go ahead, take a step back, take a deep breath, refocus, ask for help if you need some. Man, because I'm gonna tell you, as a supervisor, I'd rather have an employee come tell me that they need help than to over there and struggling and messing the project all on their own. So go ahead and get yourself some help, man, because it's gonna make your team better and it's gonna make you better, because getting help is a sign of strength and not a sign of weakness, man. Hey, it's Monday, man. That grind starts, man. Whatever you eating, you know what I'm saying? It's Monday. Go ahead. Some crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you know what you got to do for your boy Curt Steele. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. And one more thing, shout out to Valerie yesterday. Man, this weekend was the memorial for Jim. The celebration of life happened on Saturday, man. Sorry we couldn't make it out there, man, but salute to you, to the Brodor family, man, for celebrating the life of Jim this weekend, man. It was like a wonderful, wonderful experience. Go over to our Facebook page and check out some of those things, or some of those pictures from the ceremony, man, and the celebration of life, and just remembering our man Jim. And like I always tell you, what we do, we love you, Jim.